So I was on Minty Root's Twitter account and I saw this. I'm not going to try and do a Minty Root voice because that would require doing an extremely thick Canadian accent that I cannot do. So apparently, projectponys2 is giving out knockoff Minties to people on Twitter. Don't be fooled. Get the official brand of mint. This came out of China, little known fact. Look for the official seal of approval to confirm its authenticity, which I would assume is just the color palette. This is clearly not the same color as this, or this, or this. And of course, these are awful pieces of art. You know, this is like solid black, really? It just doesn't work. And notice that there's no cutie mark. There's no cutie mark on this one either. Or if there is, I can't see it because the art is so bad. Oh, this one actually does have a cutie mark. It's supposed to be a square root of -1, by the way. So I was sitting there, and I actually tweeted about this if you saw my Twitter. I was expecting, you know, just there to be a whole hashtag based on this. Remember when it happened with Lily Pete? When Lily Pete thought they committed art theft? This is real art theft. This is real, actual art theft. Meanwhile, where's the brony community? Oh! Nowhere to be heard. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. All that. And you may notice I'm actually logged out of Twitter as I'm looking at this. That's because I was actually blocked by this woman. I don't know if this is a woman or not. But here is just some of the other things I thought was interesting. Wolfer Time says, dang, I was about to ask him to do one of my dog. That's actually a cute doggo. Minty then says, he seems to only be able to do white ones. Misa, which is I guess her name, you know, like Jar Jar Binks. Misa recolor. Misa commit real art theft while the brony community is silent. I can do other colors. They people. They people. They people. I haven't done yet. Would you like to see, miss? That was completely incoherent. Minty then says, I would mostly like to know why you took the vector I made, posted on Twitter, and thought you had the right to recolor it without asking. Misa then says, 'cause I spread love. I bring joy to children's hearts by stealing. It's the communist method. Minty then says, by taking someone's work, stripping it of its uniqueness, and not even telling the people who made the original one, I wouldn't have call it stripping it of its uniqueness. It's still the same vector at the end of the day. Like, either way, the vectors do look extremely similar. Like, let's be weird. Let's be real. Most pony vectors look almost the same. But depending on the artist, you could get a little bit stylized, but if you tell me, give me the specific differences between Golden Fox vector and, I don't know, Vita's vector, I would sit there and say, oh, besides the color, you know, the type of pony they are. And you said, no, I mean go into specifics. I would sit there, and I just look, I have no clue what you're talking about. So I think that's kind of a weird point, but I still do agree with Minty. Not stopping, I like to put a smile on people's faces. How is she doing that? I still don't know. But yeah, and you know what? I expect this to be covered day in, day out on about next 3 How Not to Bronies. Because FNGR, you aren't a hypocrite. You care about the issues in this community. I expect you to, by default, be covering this like I am right now. Same thing with you, Pastel Pros, Toon Critic, E4B, all of you guys. I want you all to have come out against this by now. You haven't come out against this by now, by the way. And I've actually called to be one. I've gotten even sound start saying, oh, why, this is different because... No response, no real reason, just complaining I mentioned it. I want the rest of the Brony community to, if you guys care about principles, say something against this. It's that simple. I'm Ephrom, and good night.